Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I wanted to make a follow-up from the previous video where we talked about how Cassidy has now become the best option in the Graveborn 2 buff tile team, increasing damage scores of people by up to 1 or 2 billion extra damage at their same resonating level. Cassidy has just totally blown away the expectations of everything, and I'm going to talk through the team and also talk about different replacements people have tried, because I've been paying attention in the AFK Analytica Discord. A lot of people have been testing different teams. And also they've tested at different levels of exclusive equipment upgrades, different levels of ascension on the heroes. So I kind of feel like I have a pretty good idea how highly invested you have to get these heroes in order to pull off this team. So we're going to go to the talent trials and I'm going to field the team and then we'll talk through it. So Tidecall spell is going to be the artifact you want to be using. It is better than any of the other artifact choices. That is the number one thing. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of the heroes here, and it is using, again, 3 Graveborn heroes, but those are not going to be the heroes on the buff tiles. You're mainly using the Graveborn heroes here. Well, not actually Sylvina. You're using Cecia. You're using these heroes in order to get the Graveborn buff tiles, which are too powerful when you can kill many non-summon enemies and get so many stacking attack buffs onto your carries in the back. And then we have the Cassidy in the back, and she will be on, doesn't really matter which buff tile, but the positioning people have used the most is Cassidy on this buff tile, and then for the other one you can have Lily May on the other buff tile. Now, even if you only have, for example, 9 faction talents into Graveborn, you only have 1 buff tile available, you can still follow this formation and give Cassidy that 1 buff tile. The reason this team does so well is because Cassidy, if she gains so much stacking attack from killing all of the Plague Rots from the Graveborn buff tile, then her ability, most importantly her Mythic Plus, and this is why it is going to be crucial, if you're going to run Cassidy in this team, you have to have her at Mythic Plus. You don't have to have her at Supreme Plus. There, honestly, a lot of people were doing well and really high scores with Mythic Plus, so you don't have to worry about that. But if, for example, you have like a Legendary Plus Cassidy, that is not going to work, and it's not going to be a good option. You should stick to the old teams, which I covered in my recent video yesterday. But if you have Cassidy at Mythic Plus or above, that is when she comes online, and she is going to be very effective, because it is all about her Mythic Plus. She'll cast her ultimate, which is the Running Tide, on the entire team, hopefully, and then all of your allies with their normal attacks, they're going to have this blessing effect of Tidal Strength. And Tidal Strength, this is going to provide 60% of Cassidy's attack power. So if, for example, Cassidy has 300% bonus attack from all of the stacks, then 60% of that bonus attack she has, the maximum attack she has, that is going to be applied as damage each time any one of the heroes on the team lands a normal attack. So basically, it is leveraging such a huge amount of buffs onto her and causing massive damage output because of that. And this is why she's dealing like over 9 billion damage in a lot of these teams, where even the top performing Talene teams up until now have really found it difficult to get even close to that. So Cassidy has replaced Talene in the Graveborn team. Okay, it is all about, yeah, the Mythic Plus ability. So here is the formation. This is the formation a lot of people are running. Basically, the rearmost hero, other than the heroes on the buff tiles, will be the Sacrifice. You want the Sacrifice to have the highest stats as possible, because your prime carriers on the buff tiles are going to be getting a percentage of the stats of the Sacrifice. So Cecia is a Sacrifice here. She's the rearmost hero other than the ones not on the buff tiles. If you're only running 1 buff tile, you can still run this formation. Then Lily May will be the Sacrifice. It'll be even better for you, because Lily May probably has even higher attack than Carolina to give to Cassidy. So this is the team formation. Now, you'll have to run 3 Graveborn heroes, and people have tried without Cecia. I mean, not Cecia, without Carolina, and it doesn't do as well. Carolina is pretty important for this comp and allowing you to get high damage output, and you want to have her at Mythic Plus. So sadly, it is still like the previous Graveborn comp, which I discussed in the video yesterday, which is that if you don't have Carolina at Mythic Plus, it might not be a great option for you to run this comp. So that is something to mention, and is pretty important. People tried replacements like replacing Carolina for Viperion. No one has tried Carolina before Mythic Plus, like prior like lower ascension yet, but I do not suspect it will be doing very well because Carolina unlocks a lot of her kit at Mythic Plus. It will give her magic defense shred, which will increase the damage from Cassidy, and it will also allow her to increase the snowball damage. It will kill the enemies faster, the non-summon enemies, stack up your team faster, which is really important with this team. Basically, you want to be clearing the plague routes as quickly as possible, and Carolina and Cassidy and even Lily May, all three of them come together to try and accomplish that goal. If you don't have Carolina and you still want to try this team, then I would replace Carolina. Either I would use Carolina at a lower level of Ascension. I think I would. The other heroes, people are thinking, oh, maybe Salazar could be good. He has some AoE damage for clearing. People are thinking about different things. You can try different Graveborn heroes here, but I would probably first of all try Carolina even at a lower level of Ascension. But you'll get really strong if you can get her to Mythic Plus. And now for Cassidy. Cassidy will have to be at Mythic Plus, otherwise it doesn't make sense to run her because she's missing out on her major ability, which is what is like basically taking advantage of all the attack buffs she's going to be getting. You don't need to have her at Supreme Plus. It gives her a magic defense reduction from her ultimate cast, which is nice. Just like, you know, the magic defense reduction that Carolina has at like her plus 10 exclusive equipment. It's nice, but it is not needed for this comp to do well. Like, people have done Supreme level Cassadees or Mythic Plus Cassadees, and they still are doing really high amounts of damage, getting new records, and even beating the Talion team. Lily May is going to be your best option if you have her built to Mythic Plus. If you don't have her at Mythic Plus and you have a Mythic Plus Merrily, swap Lily May for Merrily. We've been trying a lot of different like options rather than Merrily or Lily May, but as of right now, it is between Lily May and Merrily as the best options. People have even tried other things like Muriel and getting close to the damage output of this team. But Merrily probably is going to be your second best option if you don't have Lily May at Mythic Plus. So the key parts really of this comp, Mythic Plus Cassidy is essential. And then second most important, Mythic Plus Carolina. And third most, Mythic Plus Lily May. Otherwise, you can swap Lily May for Merrily. The other heroes don't really, like Cecia, Thorin. These heroes are just here to complete the Graveborn faction so that you gain the buff tiles. And Thorin has Soul Plunder to increase the damage the boss receives. Even if you have only one copy of Thorin, he's still going to do the same job for your team, which is the debuff onto the boss. He doesn't really do much more than that. Cecia, if you have a highly ascended, she's going to deal a bit more damage. Cecia does well with Cassidy, and this is the interesting thing. And this is why people are thinking about running a comp like this with Florabelle. Because the Running Tide, when Cassidy casts Running Tide and applies her Mythic Plus ability, the Tidal Blessing, it says all allies in the path. And people have confirmed that this is going to also apply to summons. So like Florabelle with all of her summons, Cecia with Mr. Carlisle. Not only will the heroes themselves like be normal attacking and triggering the Tidal Blessing, also the summons are going to be triggering the Tidal Blessing with their normal attack, or they should. And then that is going to increase your damage further. So this is a comp that we're like trying to test right now. Maybe this is even going to be better than Lily May, but I think right now we did one person tested it, maybe not really highly invested, and Lily May ended up being better. So Lily May is hard to beat, honestly, because Lily May is going to clean up the waves a lot easier, like the Plague Rots. Lily May, Carolina, Cassidy together destroy the waves. So this is the overall best team. As you can see here, this is the formation. We talked about some replacements, but most importantly, you need to have Mythic Plus Cassidy if you want to run this team. One thing to mention, if you really want to like rapidly get this team, if you have arena coins, you can buy 2 copies of Cassidy from the arena shop, and that can help you get her to Mythic Plus. You can put on her the wish list and try to upgrade her. If you already have her at Mythic Plus, then you're great. Now, as for exclusive equipment upgrade, with Carolina and with Cassidy, every bit will help. Like for example, +5 Carolina is better, +10 Carolina is even better. But you can get the job done for Carolina even at +5 exclusive equipment, and that is pretty important to get the extra snowball triggers. And you can use Cassidy, even before at 1 star, even before at +0 exclusive equipment, she is runnable. People have done runs and gotten high damage outputs where Cassidy's dealing like 7 billion damage, even at 1 star. So you can run that. However, again, the higher the better. If you go to +5, it's even better because then all of your allies are going to be empowered for 8 normal attacks rather than 6 each ultimate cast. And if you can get up to +10, that is the best because it will cast the Undercurrent, which is another ability that deals 240% of Cassidy's damage after casting a certain number of tidal strength attacks from your heroes. So yeah, +10 is going to be big for your damage, but you can run it even before that and still get top performing scores. Yeah, and so yeah, ideally your end game goal will be +10 Carolina, +10 Cassidy, +10 or above Merrily, and then you're going to be getting high damage numbers. Like, you're going to be beating people who are maybe 10-20 resonating levels higher than you, and even people who are running the Tailene team, as long as they don't find out about this comp as well. As soon as they find out about this comp, then they're also everyone's gonna be competing depending on whatever level you have and however invested you have these heroes. But it's a really cool team. It can work with 1 buff tile, and it does pretty well with that. People, I think someone even got a 14 billion damage score with 1 buff tile. So it has a lot of potential. And if you want to go for 1 buff tile, just make sure that you get this skill effect. This is the crucial thing. You need to unlock this. You can't just have the buff tile on its own. That is not going to do anything. This is a skill effect. When you kill the Plague Rots, your hero on the buff tile is going to gain permanent increase in attack and defenses by 10%, and it just stacks out of control in this boss. And yeah, anyway guys, hopefully this was helpful, and I hope you are able to pull off this team because it is really fun. So many people have been posting like massive new records with this team, and I wish I could try it myself. Like, if I take a look at the ranking, I wonder if anyone on my district has found out. Yeah, we're already ranked 3, but I don't know if Gazon has found out about it. No, I don't think he's found out about it yet. He should be getting more than 15 billion. Splash Bros got 16 billion. I think he might have found out about it because it's really difficult to get that score with Tailene. It's possible though. He might have done it with the Tailene team. But people are going to find out about this, and then they're going to get really high damage. Like, we got 14.2 billion today. I think with this Cassadee team, we would get close to 17. I think we would be over 17 billion, to be honest, with 601 resonating level. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That is going to be it for this one. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And again, all of this credit goes to Basilisk, who came up with this comp idea in the AFK Analytica Discord. And if you want to join my Discord server where I share this information and I answer pretty much any questions people have, I leave a link to my Discord server in the description of all of my videos. And it would be great if you join it. We have like over 300 members right now, and if we could increase that, that's even better. And yeah, I'm very responsive there. I check Discord regularly. Like, I'm always like looking at AFK Analytica Discord and my Discord. So I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.